Hi guys, we're on. Yay, I'm so excited about tonight. I've got so much great practical stuff to share with you. I'm Pauline Hatch and I do this every single Thursday night just to share with everybody some really simple strategies for changing our health and our family's health, looking after our kids, bulletproofing them against, sickness and disease. We want to create families that are super, super healthy. And so that's what I do every Thursday night, jump on and just share some info. So because it's the start of the year and everyone's resolution is, I'm going to lose some weight in 2019, I have been focusing a little bit on weight loss. So today I want to go through how we can do some practical things to make sure that you can lose your weight and keep it off, that it doesn't bounce back on again, that you don't fall off the wagon every 5 minutes. These are real strategies that you can implement. They're very practical. So I'm really excited to get into this tonight. Hi, everyone who's jumping on. Oh, yay, I'm so excited. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Marnie. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Leanne. Hi, Kim. Hi, Sam. So yeah, if you are on a journey at the moment where you really want to lose some weight, then watch this. I've got some really great stuff for you. I've even got actual demonstrations of things that I can show you, like real props to show the camera so you can see how I do it and how I do it successfully. So, and I don't do this just to lose weight. This is actually stuff that I do every single week, but it is so fundamental to keeping on track when you're on a plan to lose weight. There are just some fundamental things we can do to make sure that you have more success, because what we don't want is for you to start on a strategy of losing weight and then find it incredibly difficult to stay on, and you're constantly battling temptation and it's so hard to keep track, and then you end up falling off the wagon and you just feel terrible about yourself and then you got to start again. We don't want that. We want, eating healthy and living a healthy lifestyle shouldn't be hard work. It should be effortless and easy. So when you put in a few little simple strategies, it can actually be effortless and easy. And some of the things I'm going to share tonight are things I was super resistant to for a really long time. And now I do them every week without fail. And it doesn't, honestly, it saves me so much time, but also it really does protect you against making poor choices. When you're feeling hungry or those cravings are coming or you're out of time, these things will protect you and keep you on track. So that's what we want to do. Hi, everyone else who's jumped on since I said hello. It's Kelly and Nairi and Philip. Hi, guys. Okay, so there's 3 things that I believe are really core to having in place so we can change the way that we eat and so that we can lose weight successfully and keep it off. That's so key. Last week, I went through setting goals. So I believe goal setting is important in every area of your life. If you want to increase your income, you need to set some goals around that and how you're going to do that. If you want to parent your children differently, you need to set some goals around that. And it's the same with our health, and it's the same with weight loss. You need to set goals. You need to think about it. You need to write it down. You need to have a plan in place around what you want to achieve and by when. So I went through the SMART goals. And if you want to see more about that, go through my newsfeed and you'll find it. It's from last Thursday, and that just goes through 5 different ways, SMART, that you can track your goals and most of all have a vision behind what you want to achieve. That's so important to success as well. So that's the first thing you need to do foundationally, is know your goals, write them down, put some heart and soul into it, so that when you're faced with a chocolate cake, you can go, well, hang on a second. I remember my vision. My vision does not involve chocolate cake on my hips, so I'm not going to have that. So that's really important. Now, I do actually have a PDF I'm happy to hand out to anybody. If you want to comment or send me a message, I'll send it to you. It's a PDF of the SMART goals and just kind of has a quick sentence about what to write in each thing. And you can either print it out and fill it in, or you can actually fill it out on the PDF. Yes, that's right. I made an editable PDF so you can just fill it in like a form. Isn't that awesome? So yeah, just let me know if you want that. I'll just message it to you. It's just a great way it's a great tool to have, so you can refer back to it all the time and track yourself and things like that. So just let me know if you want that. Okay, but what I want to talk about tonight is 2 other cornerstones to success. Hi, Anita. Hi, Kerry. Oh, thanks for saying hi. Everyone, feel free to actually comment, contribute. If you've got tips and things that you do or problems that you've had before where you find that's your weak area, just chuck them in the comments and we'll have a discussion. It's totally open. So there are 2 things that I want to talk about tonight. The first one is having a plan. So I said, this is about bulletproofing yourself against temptation and cravings and keeping you on track. And that's all about having a plan. You can't go into something like this and say, I'm just going to lose weight, because we all know that doesn't work. Because if it was that easy, we'd all be super skinny and have no problems with our weight. It's not that easy. So we do have to have a plan so that you know how to behave when certain things come up, but also so that you are giving yourself the best chance of success and not just falling prey to being time poor and things like that. And the last one is to take action. So what I want to talk about first is having a plan of preparation. I've got my notes here because I want to make sure I get everything really quickly. I've got so much to get through and I'm really excited to show you my props. Okay, so there's a few components to preparation, and I know, and I did this too for a long time. I thought to myself, I don't have time to prepare for my week. Like, I don't even have time to make dinner half the time. How am I sitting down and preparing for all of this? But I can tell you now, and I'll tell you more about this in a minute, but preparing actually saves you hours of time during the week. 1 hour of preparation on one day can save you hours during the week. I'll explain that more in a little bit, but planning is definitely key. And meal planning, don't go anywhere. I promise I will explain to you how this works. Meal planning is so crucial because, so meal planning doesn't have to be really difficult. It doesn't have to take you a long time. It doesn't have to be arduous. It can be very, very simple, and it actually gets simpler and simpler the more you do it. Practice makes perfect. And I can whip out a meal plan now in like 10 minutes. I can actually do it in 1 minute because I can use a meal plan that I have previously done. But if I feel like making a new one, I can do it in 10 minutes now. Because it just makes sense to me. Something's clicked and I get it, and now it takes me very little time. And the way that it maps out my week saves me a lot of time later, and it saves a lot of money as well. So when you meal plan, you don't have to meal plan every breakfast, every lunch, every dinner, every snack, every single morsel of food that's going to go into everyone's face for the week. You don't have to do that. Just have some basics in place so that you're planning your week a little bit more. Hi, everyone else who has jumped on. Joe and Justin. Hi, Sabrina. Thank you for the wave. Hi, Melinda. Hi, Trish. Hi, Jess. Hi, Laura. Hi, Anthony. Okay, so meal planning. Now, I've actually got a meal plan here that this is my meal planner. This may be backwards to you. I don't know how Facebook does it. I just use this. Girls, Kiki K, all right? So yes, you have my permission to go to Kiki K. You can use a whiteboard. You can use a scrap of paper. It really doesn't matter what you use. I just like pretty, so I have pretty. And it might be backwards to you, but I just want to give you a couple of ideas to show you how this works. So on this particular week, this is actually my meal plan from this week. I bought ham and eggs, so we made an omelette, and then I've planned to have fruit sorbet and coconut yogurt, and then overnight oats for 2 nights because I made enough to go for 2 mornings, okay? Now, overnight oats are something you can prepare the night before, and it's really easy. You chuck the oats in a jar with some other ingredients, let it sit overnight. In the morning, you spoon it out, pop a banana on top, chop up a banana, and eat it, and that's it. That's your breakfast done, and it's not backwards. Okay, great. So there's meals that you can start to think of that actually will save you time in the morning. If you're someone who doesn't feed yourself well in the morning because you don't have time because you're getting 500 kids out the door, then having something like this that you can throw together on a Sunday night ready for Monday and Tuesday is awesome. And it will keep you on track from grabbing that piece of toast or having nothing and then being out and about and going, oh, just quickly grab a cheeseburger because I'm starving. So that's what you want to prevent against. You never want to starve yourself because you'll end up eating more later. So just plan to eat lots, but eat really well. That's the idea. Okay, so then now some of you would have seen my post about this on Facebook. I made a beetroot and grapefruit salad with a mint dressing. It was amazing. And what I do is I make jar salads. So on a Sunday night, I made 6 salads. So 2 for me and my husband for 3 days. And I also made some fruit salad that I chucked into a big container, and all of us consumed that fruit salad over the next few days. And to make all of these jar salads and that fruit salad took me 1 hour on a Sunday night while I was simultaneously making my kids' dinner. So on a Sunday night, our kids eat first, and then I put them to bed, or we put them to bed, and then my husband and I eat our 1 meal a week uninterrupted on a Sunday night. It's our treat to ourselves. So while I'm making the kids dinner, I prep all of this stuff so it's all sitting there. Because what happens if you don't have a meal ready to go at lunchtime and you you're starving and it's 12:30 and you've got to leave home in 45 minutes, you're not going to stand there and put together an entire salad with beautiful ingredients and tons of different fruits and vegetables and avocado and pepitas, and you're not going to do that. You're going to grab something to go. You're going to grab a muesli bar, or you're going to just grab a banana or something like that. And we start falling into that same problem where you're grabbing convenience foods that are not actually making you healthy. They're just filling you up, and it's going against what you want. Okay, so and not only that, but you're going to waste a lot of money because you've bought all this beautiful food and you're not going to eat it because you don't have time. Because you don't have time to put it together. So making all these salads at once is such a time saver. So there's lots of different things you can do like that. I think I might have skipped like way ahead of what I was going to say here, but I'm just on a roll, so I'm going to keep going. So I'll just tell you how I do my jar salads. These jars are $3 at Target. I think they still have them. Hi, Anita, 500 kids. Hi, Narina. Hi, Cardina. Did I say Cardina? Hi, Kelly. Yeah, so these are from Target. They're $3. I bought 8 of them. And this is what I make my jar salads in. So when you make a jar salad, use any old salad recipe and put your wettest ingredients on the bottom. So you put your dressing on the bottom, anything that can sit in a wet ingredient like onion or tomatoes or cucumber, that can all sit inside the dressing. And then you put your drier ingredients on top, ending with your greens, your lettuce leaves and things like that. And that's it. And then when it's time for lunch, you pull this out of the fridge, you take the lid off, you dump it, it comes out perfectly the right way because the lettuce is on the bottom, fork, eat, and you're done. So there's no temptation to grab something unhealthy because you just can't be bothered, and you've made it all in one go. It's all sitting there. There's no temptation. You can use it for dinner. If something happens, you just grab one of these out for dinner. And I use these littler ones. These are also from Target. I believe they're $2. So that's the bigger one. That's the little one. And the little one is great for making jar desserts and jar breakfasts and jar snacks. So you can make like a really yummy, healthy pear crumble with the crumble on the bottom and some cut up fruit and then some coconut yogurt. Is everyone's mouth watering? This is the stuff that we use all the time. These are, I cannot live without these because we make so many things. Same as I was talking about the overnight oats and things like that, granola. You can do so much with these and have them ready to go in the fridge, and it will only take you an hour one night or one day to prep a whole bunch of stuff that's sitting in your fridge. So meal prep is incredibly key. I've definitely jumped way ahead, but we're just going to roll with it. Okay, so meal planning, not only are you making sure that you're not going to be tempted to grab something from your pantry that you shouldn't be eating, or the other thing that you do, like I mentioned before, is going out and actually buying something while you're out, being tempted by the wafting smell of the KFC chips and things like that. And you go, oh, I'll just grab one on the way. They're only $1 this week. So that really, it saves you, not only is it saving you from falling off the wagon, but it's saving you a ton of money. Because what you'll find too is that when you've got a meal plan, when you know you've planned for a meal and when you know that you've bought those ingredients and you're coming home from soccer or swimming with the kids in an afternoon, you're less likely to say, all right, guys, let's just go through drive-through, because you know you've already got your plan. And the great thing about a plan too is that you can plan around those events. So for example, so on a Monday I had written here that we were going to do vegetable skewers with satay sauce. I knew I was supposed to make something with those vegetable skewers. I didn't check my plan. And then mashed potato. And then the idea was that I make more mashed potato, which we then used in the salmon cakes the next night. So it made next night's dinner even faster because I'd already made the potatoes, right? So then we had salmon cakes and roast veg. And then we had something else. Why was I saying that? Oh, because I haven't done this one well, actually. You know why? Because it's school holidays. But on the night that, all right, no, this is a better one. So this night we had, on a Tuesday night, we had minced sauce with zoodles, and the kids had gluten-free spaghetti because they're not quite at the zoodle stage yet, zucchini noodles, and salad. And then the next night on a Wednesday, which is when we have our swimming lessons and we don't get home till really late, we had leftover pasta and salad from the night before. So I had planned that would be there. So instead of stopping by the fish and chip shop that's across the road from the swimming classes, I knew that I already had this and all I had to do was heat it up. So it really allows you to plan your week so that you are bulletproofing yourself against that quick temptation. Let's just get things done because it's convenient, because you've already got all of this stuff ready to go at home. You've bought it, you've paid for it, it's all there. And if you've got it actually planned out that way, then you're more likely to eat it. Rebecca said, oh, zoodles, need to buy a machine. I have a peeler that my dad bought for me online, I think. And one end is a peeler and the other end it has like the spiky bits and you just scrape it along and it makes zoodles and stuff like that. We use it for all of our salads and everything. It's just like zoop, zoop, zoop. It's awesome. So I didn't buy a mandolin or whatever it's called. I just have a peeler like that and it's been awesome. And I only bleed every second time that I use it. Anyone who's ever made anything with a spiralizer knows exactly what I'm talking about. All right. So yeah, and choose meals that are complementary as well. So if you know that you have to buy a cucumber for a salad and you're only going to use half a cucumber, well, plan to use that the rest of that cucumber in a green smoothie and choose a green smoothie recipe that's going to use up the rest of that. Look, okay, I'm just going to say I'm a bit of an authority on meal planning. Last week, I did the absolute dream and I got to Sunday. I shop on the weekend and I got to Sunday, and by Sunday I had left in my fridge, I think 5 oranges, 2 limes and half a packet of snow pea sprouts. And that was it. My fridge was literally empty of all fresh fruits and vegetables. Everything had been eaten. That's meal planning to perfection. Like that is so good for your budget because you've bought exactly what you needed and you used up everything. So I always plan at the end of every week, the last 1 or 2 nights of the week are going to be our catch-all meals, where whatever's left, I'll just make something out of that. Curries and soups and stir fries and things like that are great for using up leftover produce. And then again, same thing, you're less likely to go out and buy something if you just look in your fridge and go, what can I create? Throw it together and do what you can with it. And the other thing is that when you meal plan and you've got your shopping list that's really specific, you're less likely to grab stuff off the shelves that you don't need because you've actually planned, this is what I'm going to have for breakfast. I've got some jar afternoon things I'm going to have, or I'm planning to make a fruit salad. So I don't need to buy that packet of chips and I don't need to buy those crackers or whatever because I've got this stuff already organized. So actually, again, so much better for your budget and so much better for your waistline and staying on track with your goals. Okay, Sam said bleeding is in the zoodles is extra iron. Yeah, you don't want to know how much blood has been in the zoodles and the salads you've eaten. That's why I made a beetroot salad. It's already red. Nairi said, I need to get some mason jars. We are going to be a mason jar family. Yep. I love my mason jars. I live by them. You will always find a ton of mason jars full of food in my fridge. And I was thinking today I shouldn't have eaten my last jar salad. I should have shown you what one looks like. And I actually had the thought, and then I pulled it out and I went, no, I'm going to eat this. It's really good. So I will put together some jar salad recipes because I have lots of people ask me what I make. And I honestly just make up my recipes now. I just have kind of worked out how to make a salad just purely from practice because I don't believe in boring salads. I don't believe that you have to eat a salad that's made of iceberg lettuce and carrot and cucumber and go, there, have that. That's not, no way. Like, man, your salad should just be like popping and fizzing with flavor. And when you make a great salad, it is a complete meal and you will not be hungry afterwards. You should not eat a salad and still feel hungry. There are so many ways to have that not happen. So one day I will put together all of that stuff. Okay. So I had put this into steps 1 and 2, which were meal planning and meal prep. I've just mashed them together. So what else do I have? Other ideas for lunch that you can prep are I guess you would call them platters in a container. I don't know what other term to use for it. You know how you make those beautiful platters that have got a whole bunch of different cut up veggies and dips and nuts and crackers and salami or whatever? I make those for us too. And I often make those towards the end of the week because it allows me to use up a lot of the produce that I've got. But you just get a container with a few different sections and fill up the sections with different things, make a dip, and you've got a really great lunch. And again, it allows you to use up what you've got and you can just chuck it all in a container and it's sitting there ready. And then you just can pull it out. And again, you're not having to, reach for something that you shouldn't be having because you don't have something ready. So it is all about preparing for every day and knowing what you're going to have. The other thing you can do with these little jars too is make a green smoothie in the morning and divide it into 2 jars and have it for your morning tea and your afternoon tea. So again, you've just got something super easy in your fridge that you can just pull out and have. Same with the other things you can prep. So on my meal planner, I always have the things that I'm going to prep. So this week I prepped overnight oats. I prepped, what does that say? Our salads. Oh, and ginger cordial. I didn't end up making my ginger cordial. I have so much ginger sitting there. That's like a fermented ginger cordial. The more fermented stuff you can eat, the better for your gut. This one, okay, so this one I prepped like coconut and lime jar salads. Yeah, I'm telling you, no boring salads ever. I'm queen of salads now. And freeze lemon cubes. So that's the other thing you can do. You can prep, you know, one of the great things you can do for weight loss is to have your lemon water in the morning. So if you buy a bunch of lemons, like just, if you're going to squeeze a lemon to put some into your water in the morning, then squeeze 10 lemons and then put it into ice cube trays, freeze it, and then you can just get one out or two out and chuck it in a drink, or get them out the night before and let them defrost overnight. Like, doing things in bulk will keep you on track. And if you're a soft drink person and you're trying to get off soft drinks, do that with your juices, your lemon and lime juices, even your ginger. You can like mix your lime and ginger together, like grate the ginger, mix it together, put it into ice cubes, and then get some mineral water, and then just mash them all together into a jar or a glass bottle thingy, and make your own soft drink, like a lime and ginger soft drink, so that when you have that craving for Coke or whatever, you've got something already made. That's the best way to bulletproof yourself. Think about what you struggle with and then find ways to be ready for those times to come. Again, it'll just save you so much money and so much time, and it'll save you from going backwards, feeling guilty and having to make back what you accidentally put back on again. Anita said, do it soon. I need ideas for hat salads. Haha, I think you meant jar. Yes, she did, jar. Hat salads would be interesting. Oh, like Homer's nacho hat, but with salad. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Kirsty. And anyone else I missed. I'm so sorry if I missed you on the way. Erin, Rebecca. I think I said hi to Beck. Okay, so what else have we got? All right, prep for your other meals at the same time, like I said before, with your with things like if you're going to make mashed potato, make extra to have for something else that same week. That's a really great way of meal planning too, so that you're, again, if you know that you have got something already half made, you're more likely to just go and make that than go out and get a pizza, because you just can't be stuffed cooking, because it's more like, oh, well, I've already done that. All I need to do is like mix that in and chuck it in the oven. Okay, I can do that. Again, it's just making life simpler for you. So this is why this little 10, 15 minutes that you'll put into your menu planning, your meal planning, and then an hour that you'll put into your meal planning, preparation, will save you so much time during the week, because it might take you 15 minutes to make a salad one day, but it will take you half an hour to make 4 salads to get you through the week, you know? Okay, so I think that's all I had. Yeah, okay, so I did all that. Yep, less chance of dining out. Okay, so the third thing I just want to go through quickly is to take action. So stuff doesn't change unless you change it. So if, you know, weight doesn't just come off by itself, or else, like I said at the start, we'd all be super skinny and we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So it takes action. So you'll have to work out how to make this happen for you and your family. So if you think you don't have a lot of time to meal prep, just think about how much time you'll spend each day making that food, because, you know, making something fresh will take you longer than grabbing something out of a packet. That's a fact of life. So how are you going to make it easier for you to grab that fresh thing than grab that packet thing? Because that packet thing is making you sick and it's making you fat, but that fresh thing is making you healthier and it's making you thinner. So find a way to make that easier than that. So that's what you need to do for yourself and your family, and look at how your week works and how you can make this meal preparation and planning work for you and your family. And like I said, once you've got a few of these done, you can just grab one. I go through these all the time and I pick and choose different recipes. And if I'm really time poor that week, I'll just grab one and copy it. I just use it again. So once you've done a few, you'll really get the hang of it. So yeah, if you want success, plan for success. Have your goals, plan your week, and then just take action on it. Actually do it. It's like nothing changes if we don't change. So yeah, and then the other option obviously is to say I'm going on a diet, not really stick to it, and then do the old roller coaster up and down. So we don't want that. What we want is for you to set some goals and just absolutely smash them, and then keep the weight off. And once you start doing this and you see how simple it is, you see how much money it's saving you. I have people say to me, oh, eating healthy is so expensive. No, it's not. It's only expensive if you're throwing money on food that's making you sick and then trying to also buy healthy food. Just stop putting money into, stop paying companies to make you sick, and instead pay for things that are making you healthy. And you'll find it actually works out pretty evenly. I don't spend almost anything more than I used to spend before I completely changed the way that we eat. It's just having a bit of a different mindset around how to do it, being a little bit prepared. This will save you a lot of money because you won't buy stuff that you don't need, and you'll use up everything that you have because you've got a plan for everything that you're buying. Oh, you could put that on a mug. That's amazing. Or a t-shirt or something. Okay, so prepare, succeed. So if you want the SMART Goals PDF that I have, just comment or message me and I can send it to you. You can just fill it in on the PDF if you want. It's a great way of tracking and getting yourself ready and in the headspace to really achieve the goals that you want. I've written actually a blog that's on the website that I contribute to, that's all about meal planning and how to do it. So that will go through everything I just went through and more. So I'll pop the link for that into the comments as well, so you can have a look through that, and that way you don't have to watch this again and write all your notes out. It'll all be on there. So I'll pop the link for that in there. That's all around meal planning and how to do it, and how you can do it in a way that saves you time and money, which is what we all want, because you're more likely to stick to this if it's not costing you a fortune, and you'll soon figure out it is actually a very economical way to eat, and you'll feel so much better for it. So well done, everyone. Thanks for jumping on, and the last people who just jumped on as well, Sandy and Angela. I'm about to jump off, so you'll have to go back to the start and watch it again, but thanks everybody, and always feel free to just send me a message if you ever want any info, if you want to talk about anything at all to do with health or family, or there's a program definitely that I follow that I really love, and I'm more than happy to chat about that and how it works, because that's a great whole food program, and I personally saw massive results on that when I jumped onto that a few years ago. So, and a lot of what I'm sharing now is based on what I've learned from doing that program. So yeah, just let me know. And otherwise, that's it from me, guys. Thanks so much for jumping on. And Anita, yes, I will get straight onto your jar salads. It's my top priority. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.